Welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a update video on the blog I've been working on. If you're new to the channel or you've been following along, you might have seen a video that I did, a blog I started. First article was posted basically right at the beginning of August of last year. Since then I've written several blogs, or several articles I should say, in an effort to lay down the base of the blog or the website, and then there are processes you go through after that to get yourself monetized. Now this is it's an affiliate link blog where we promote courses and software, and then there's a kind of a offshoot a little bit towards crypto and a few other things I'll show you real quick when we go into it. But I've been making a lot of progress, and I said I would give myself a year on this. I just did my tax return paperwork, and it looks like I spent about just a little under $15,000 on the blog last year, 2022. And that was mostly for writing articles, paying for backlinks, what else? The website design, which was original last year, and any other expenses, mostly articles. I've gotten that down now to where I'm only working with 2 to 3 writers, and they vary in price. One writer is about $50 per article, one is $80, and the other one's $120. So depending on the technicality and the length of the article that I'm writing, or how many courses I'm covering, like, some articles might have 8 different software companies that we're comparing, or it might be an article that has 19 different courses in how to do aeronautical engineering, whatever. So depending on the length and how many word count they go by, that can kind of dictate the price. So anyway, I'm down to only doing 2 articles a week now. I've kind of backed off a little bit on that, even because I've really been trying to get my backlinks increased, the number of backlinks that I'm doing. And I have just now started signing up with all of my affiliates. So the baseline of your blog journey should be getting articles onto your blog. Content. You need a lot of content. And then from there, then you need to start building up your site so that you have domain authority. So then I started working on building up my domain authority. And I'll show you where we are in a little bit here. We've got quite far, actually. And then as you're building up your domain authority, you also want to start working on creating backlinks to each of your articles. Each of your articles that you are putting out, in the essence of having a blog channel, is its own little business on its own. So if it's generating income by affiliate links, by people going onto a site, clicking onto that, and then joining, you get paid a commission, affiliate commission. So every single article needs to be important. It needs to be its own little business that you build within the blog or website itself. As you can see on the screen, this is my website. And you can kind of scroll down. Obviously you've got your add on to your email list. I think I'm up to 150 people on my email list, and kind of just goes through and talks about, so when you build, if on each of the site, if you click on this, it's going to take you into learning courses. Same thing if you were to obviously click on courses or software or blog, each one of these would take you to the same location. This always shows the 3 most recent blogs or articles that we've written. So you can click here to go to see all of them, or just click on the most recent article that we've done. And as I was mentioning, it has, we post, what our top 3 favorites are. Obviously we're signed up with all 3 of these companies now. But it goes through and just talks about different courses. So this in itself is its own course offered by Coursera. So you click the link and it takes you right to the course. And then I have my affiliate link dialed in. So if they sign up, you get a commission. So anyway, there's just a whole bunch of different types of courses underneath this one type of course. So then we go into going down, and I've set it up to where it's mostly course driven, but we do software as well. So each one of these will go to like if you click on it, it'll take you to the article we wrote on foreign languages. These are kind of the best of category. I'm going to get into kind of rotating these around from time to time. But for right now, they've kind of been the same since we started. And then recent software reviews, same thing. You go into 11 best password protection managers reviewed and ranked. We write this in there because it helps with the SEO score when you're creating an article. Once again, our top 3, sometimes we do 3, sometimes we do 4, depending on how many software companies there are in the article. So you got NordPass, Keeper, so on and so forth. Same thing. And then obviously we want to use the people that we have affiliate links with in the top, and those that don't provide affiliate marketing or just don't have it anymore or whatever, we kind of shove those to the bottom because you want them to pick the ones you get paid on, right? Any case, going down, kind of scroll, this is long. You get down towards the bottom, this will be the last one, then you got your frequently asked questions, you get some conclusions, and this is one of my writers here. And then I always put internal links because that helps build your site up if you have a lot of internal links linking back and forth to all of your articles. So we do that as well. Let's see, what else? And then of course we have the blog, which the blog is kind of like the catch-all crap that doesn't fit in courses or software. So we've got, online banking for digital nomads. Obviously the name of the channel is, the name of the channel, which is also my YouTube channel, which I haven't done any videos on yet because I've just been building my base for the website and what have you. But this is kind of the catch-all for the stuff that doesn't fit under courses or software. Best YouTube tools, best investment ideas, so on and so forth. You get the gist. Then we have one on travel insurance, which is an affiliate link. This one, not so much, just top ranked digital nomad cities, and then 25 ideas for businesses online. All right, so let's get into it here a little bit more. So far, we've written of all the posts, we have 91 posts. 58 of them are mine, under my name, and the other ones are under writers because a couple of my writers don't want to be named, but Rika did. So we have 51 articles, and as I mentioned, I just recently started going out and signing up with affiliates. So I took a yellow notepad here, and you can see there, screen, affiliate links. Look at my chicken scratch. So I think I have 14 per page, and I have damn near the whole thing, thick-wise, full of pages. This is 400 affiliate links to get signed up with. Now, some of them don't offer it. Some of them are closed. Some of them are invite only, not very many. But I have 4 pages left to go to sign up with. And since I've done that, I've also posted 4 or 5 more new articles in the software category. The schools are pretty much all the same. All the same online companies, offer the courses. So, there's probably maybe 20 of those types of options to where you can get affiliate marketing from. But software, there's hundreds of them. And so I think I've posted about 4 more software ones that I need to add to that. So there's probably another 50 maybe that I need to sign up for there. But as you can see here, this is our affiliate links. We use Thirsty Affiliates. I'll leave some links down below in the article of the stuff that we use in our plugins for the site. So if you go through, you got Affiliate Booster. This is one I haven't used yet, but Fluent does all of your email capture, welcome letters, all that kind of stuff. And you can set that all automated. FS Poster, it takes, every time I post an article, it sends it out to my links, like my Facebook page, Instagram, all that crap. So it sends it out there. LinkedIn is even one of them. We use Cadence because in everything that I've read and everything that I've done, hey, look, an update. It's the fastest. It's super easy to work with, and I'm an idiot, so it's pretty easy to get around. It takes some time, but if you go through some of those YouTube learning courses, you can be proficient pretty quick. Mammoth allows me to take a Google Doc form, so all the articles are written in Google Docs. So when I bring them over from the writer, I can just copy the whole thing and put it right up into the site, and Mammoth takes care of all that for us. Rankmath SEO, that is our SEO. So when we're writing those articles, it helps us and reminds us and gives us all these keys of what we need to do. Hey, you need to have the keyword description needs to be here, needs to be there. It's not in your metadata. It's not in your title, or it's not, you don't have an H2 in your entry. All this stuff. It gets complicated after a while. Short pixel imager that takes those megabyte pictures that we use from websites and things like that, and it brings it down into kilobytes without destroying the image. It's a pretty nice little program. Got that too. Spectra I have not started using yet, but Spectra will be something that we'll get into down the road. It just makes, it brings more pizzazz to each of the articles in each of the companies. It allows you to give a ranking or stars or whatever you want to do there. Obviously, HostGator is my provider. Thirsty Affiliates is who we use for all the affiliate links, which I'll show you in 1 minute. And I use the pro version of that because it makes it so much easier. And I'll explain why when we get into that. Updraft, this protects all the data. So on a rolling basis, it backs up every day. So it'll take the entire site. It'll back up every article, everything, every single day for 3 days rolling. So on the 4th day, that one disappears, and then the new one gets saved to my Google Docs files. WordFence is our security, and Rocket makes our site super fast. So if I go over here, this is one of the articles we recently did, JavaScript courses. You can see this thing is blazing fast. This was one of our password protection, one I just opened up a minute ago. So that one on a mobile phone that ranks as a 99 performance and 96 accessibility for all the stuff you have to scroll through. And then on desktop, it's 100%. So it really helps out quite a bit. All right, so when you sign up for all these affiliates, you either sign up directly with the company, like Norton, you would go direct to Norton, right? Or I don't know, there's a ton of them out there, right? So I would say probably 50, 60, maybe even 70% of them are direct. So you apply on their website to their affiliate marketing program. But a lot of them go through third parties that take care of all that business for them, the payout and all that other stuff. I'll run you through a bunch of them here that I have. This one I don't use a whole lot of. It basically Ed Eureka. That is a big online learning school, so got to have that one. And they only work through this deal. But this one's kind of a pain in the ass to get my links to each of the classes and then put them over. It's so hard to do. Impact, which is this one here, is so easy. Like down here we have Pluralsight. Pluralsight's another school. So if I want to get a link, what I do is I go copy the URL to that specific class. I bring it over here, I plant it right here, and I say create. And then it creates me a really short little snippet that is a link. So when you click on the article on my blog, it'll take you directly to that course, and it already has my affiliate link to it. So if they purchase that course, then it knows to pay me a commission. And it's super easy to work with. A couple that I passed over here are Partner Stack. We've got quite a few on here. Well, not quite, 15 maybe. 13? So if we go 25 per page, so you can see them all. QuickBooks, Printify, Monday.com, that's a big one. Yeah, a lot of good ones on here. I applied for Code Academy, so that's on this particular one. It's nowhere else, so I have to sign up with this, this deal to get them to go in. And like I said, Impact has a lot. There's a lot on Impact. Don't need you. Squarespace, Square, Udacity is another one of the big schools. One that I just got approved for, that I signed up for, was Coursera, right here. That's probably the biggest, and this is going to take me like 4 hours because I have so many course articles, and Coursera is in there like 3 or 4 times in every single article. So I have to get the URL, bring it over here, get a link, put it back in there twice, and do that back and forth for pages of these articles. I'm going to try and speed up a little. I don't want to make this too long. Here's another location, Flex Offers. So we have all these right here. This, I don't know why this cuts it off, but so we got Bambi, Bitcoin IRA, Bit IRA, CoinSmart, so on and so forth. Rosetta Stone, Quicken. We got Wise on this one. That's a big web hosting, web design company. And then CJ. CJ has a whole lot on them as well. So you can kind of see some of these. Rocket Languages, World Nomads, that's one of the insurance ones. Mendeley, that's a language learning. Anyway, that's hosting, obviously. And ShareSale. ShareSale is the last one that we have. So we've got Code Wizards, Blockchain, WP Rocket. Anyway, yeah. So we, in total, already have, where'd you go? Oh, clicked off, sorry. So we have 191 already signed up out of the 400 I have on my list. But like I said, I have 4 pages to go, 13 or 14 per page. And then I have to go back through them again and check off the ones I know I've got, reapply for the ones again. And what I've been finding too is that I'll sign up with one that is, you have to sign up on their website, and your email, when they say congratulations, you're on board, it might go to your spam, so you never see it. I was going through my spam the other day and I found 4 of them. So I'm like, shit. And I have my spam set up to clean out every 2 weeks. So when something hits day 15, it just disappears. So now I have to go back and I have to start all over again and just mark out the ones I know I already have and check them against my list, and then reapply for the ones that I may already have a login on there, and it may say you're already a member, and I'll just get my link there and set it all up and go address the articles. So we're 191 into it. Like I said, when you start your site, you start with articles. Then you start with your backlinks and building up your domain authority. From there, you want to then, of course, start signing up with affiliates, and you want to start driving traffic to your site. Now we have about 300 to 400 natural visitors that just find our site by chance or by search, and then I also pay to have additional traffic driven to the site, not bots, not fake traffic, but actual people through Google Analytics. And I started that about right here. Excuse me. So down here is our natural traffic, right? So this is what we were getting every day just from natural searches of people coming on the site on a daily basis. Then I paid for the big stuff, and we went way up here. So if you look at page views, we got 15,400 page views in one day. So I haven't noticed any of this resulting in sales just yet. Plus I'm still getting all of this stuff onboarded. So eventually, like I said in the previous video, I'm giving myself a year. So if this thing doesn't start making money after a year, I'm just going to call it a write-off, and which it all is. All my expenses towards this site and building it up is a tax deduction against my normal real estate income, because I'm starting a new business, and all of that money is tax deductible from your ordinary income. So Anyway, let me continue on here. So when I come up with an article or an idea, I create a Google Doc form and I go through and I find all the courses. So this will end up being an article. In fact, I've already given it to Rika to write. In fact, I did that today. Excuse me. So she'll create an article with all these 15 different classes. Let's see here. And then, you've got smaller ones like best screen reporting software. We'll get that written up. I might find a couple more for that one. Solar industry courses. And I keep all my backup here as well. So every blog that I've posted, I keep the idea of it. So the best of ideas like this one here. And I keep the actual article. So in the event something goes wrong with the site, something happens, I've got all this data stored up, right? In all my articles all throughout the whole site. And this is all stored on a hard drive. So it's an STD hard drive. So I've got everything triple backed up. So the site backs itself up. I keep all my stuff on my Google Docs and I keep it backed up on an STD hard drive. Because there's a lot of money, a shit ton of money in putting these articles together. So you want to protect the investment. All right, so when I get somebody that declines me, and I get a lot of them, because a lot of times when you apply for these affiliate links, they don't give you enough area to explain to them what you're doing. Like, hey, I'm this, and here's what I'm doing, and here's how I'm building my site, and here's all the money I've dumped into it. So it's going to pay off eventually. They give you like a little box where you can put 500 characters of stuff in. Well, shit, this is way more than 500 characters. So what I did was, if and when they reject me, you can go back, you can either email them back or you can go back into the program that they're coming from and you can reapply and explain to them, hey, this is, don't kick me out. I'm doing something here. But anyway, if you want to screenshot this or just pause and read it, this is what I do. I show them that I've got major traffic coming to the site and, don't just think I'm some little peon. I'm actually putting effort into this. Okay, so here's where we are on Ahrefs. Ahrefs evaluates all websites all over the world, talks about backlinks, things like that. This one does not show my traffic, but my Google Analytics page does show all my traffic, as does the website that I showed you right here. I have the Monster Insight link. It's a freebie. It's just tied directly to your Google Analytics page that you set up for your website. So this takes all this data comes from Google. So you can see Google is tracking all of these sessions and page views and timing and all the stuff where they're coming from. All this stuff comes from Google. So anyway, I don't know why it's not showing here. So we have a domain rating of 71 already, and we have a URL rating of 83. We have over 67,000 backlinks built up to the website, and thousands more coming all the time. I've built up kind of a process of, excuse me, I talk too much. Build up a process where write the article, post the article, order the backlinks. I order 2,000 backlinks per article. Maybe 1,000 of them will actually get, the spiders will crawl them and they'll get posted and you'll see the backlinks. And then, what the hell's the third process? I forgot. I'm going brain dead here, talking too much. But there's a process. So, writing it, posting it, applying for affiliate links, applying for backlinks to the article. It's kind of a whole process, really. But I've gotten that down to about, I want to say $150 per article that I post with all of the companies underneath the article. So it's about $150. I've got it refined. It was a whole lot more last year. I've been working my way through all this stuff and kind of getting it refined. So we're doing pretty good here. I think our trust factor is up to like 18. I think our Moz rating, which is our domain authority, is at 54. So there's different metrics from different companies. I just use Ahrefs because it's the biggest, really. Any case, here's our URL. Anytime I write an article, I come here and I post, once the article's done, I post it here. I make sure that Google can retrieve it, and it's showing that the URL is not on Google yet. So then I request indexing, and then it'll go through and it'll tell you, okay, we'll look for it. I also do that on the website. So if you see right here, submit page. So your website will actually submit the page to Google to be indexed as well. That's what I was trying to say before with backlinks. They need to get indexed. So Google needs to see them before they register. So when you pay for 2,000 of them, you may only get 1,000 of them that get indexed in any decent period of time because it takes forever. Okay, so back to there. And then, as I mentioned before, we do have a YouTube channel set up for financial nomads where we'll go over courses and talk about the benefits of taking the class. And then we'll, of course, leave our links and, promote certain courses. We'll do that with software and so on and so forth. But I'm building a mountain first. I'm not going to just jump to the top. So this is just my website through HostGator. When you start one of these, a lot of these affiliates will want a professional email address, which means it needs to be, your name or help@financialnomads.com. They don't like my personal email address at Gmail or Yahoo. So they'll make me do that. So I had to set this up in here. And once again, this is just, I always just go through and I make sure that the articles are super fast. They load fast because people will, I do it all the time. I'll jump off, damn commercial show up. I'm done with this. I'll go to the next one. We have lost patience in this country so bad. I'm guilty of it as well. So anyway, that's kind of it. And as I mentioned, we've got quite a few articles already posted. We got 10 per page, and I've got 3 pages basically. So the courses are not as bad. It's just that there's a lot of each of the affiliates on each of the articles. So like when you click on something like I don't know, let's find something real quick here and I'll get it wrapped up. Cloud computing. So you've got Coursera, Code Academy, EDX, Simply Learn. There's probably 3 or 4 Coursera's in this article that just have different classes at different levels. Some are for certification, some are for beginners, some are for, your master's degree, whatever. So there's a varying level of course because I don't know what the reader wants. They may just be interested in learning, so there's an intro course to start learning, and maybe it's something they want to follow up and continue down the road. Anyway, so courses or software, we have a lot more software pages on here, so we've got 5. But that's it. That's kind of it. I'm just wrapping up getting all these affiliates signed up, and I've got that paid traffic. By the way, the paid traffic is it's $100 a month for me. I went through probably 5 different people, and I was making sure they weren't using bots, and because bots don't get you nothing. The bots don't have real people at the other end, and they're not going to buy shit. So made sure that it was natural traffic and at a reasonable price. So I pay for $5,000 per day traffic. And hopefully eventually we'll start seeing some rewards from this. But like I said, it's a business, and any business requires investment. Shit, you want to go start a Subway, you're going to dump in $100,000 plus into that business to get it going. Actually, probably a lot more than that. That might just cover the equipment. But every business you start requires money. And this is a business that requires a lot of upfront building. But each one of these pages, this page right here will become its own little tiny business. And as long as I keep it nurtured, I keep it updated, I keep these articles, with the company, when they make changes, you want to go through these things every 6 months and just make sure that all of this stuff is still true. They change their pricing. So this is going to change. So you need to make sure that you're changing with it. and keep them updated. It's a business. This one article right here is its own business, as is every single thing else. And if you continue to build your backlinks and continue to build backlinks, you will increase your domain authority. One thing that I didn't mention too that we need to get into on this is that once you have the main article written, now you need to write, I mean, there's only so many software things that you can write about, right? That provide stuff. I don't want to get into the ridiculous, expensive, whatever, quantum realm. I just want stuff that helps the average everyday business person do what they do, maybe to be able to help them to be a digital nomad. But there's only so many of these you can do. But then you have to start writing child articles underneath. So maybe a child article would be in this particular password protection manager, you might say, let's do a NordPass versus Keeper security. What are the pros, the cons, the benefits, the this and that, and you make an entire article based on just that. It wouldn't be as long as one of these. It'd probably be 2,000, 3,000 characters. These articles are 8,000, 10,000 characters because they're so big. So you would do something like that, and you would have that article, and those two companies would reference back to this one. So it now becomes the child, and it references up to the parent article. So it builds domain authority with the parent article. And you do 4 or 5 of those. You do how to, you do versus, this versus that. You do how to start up or how, whatever. So you can go in different directions and they recommend 5 child articles to every parent. So that needs to be done to build up the stuff. And this is something you're going to do over time, and you can use, these articles can't be written with ChatGPT-4 or any other type of AI because they're so software specific or course specific. You can't just say, hey, chat, write me a thing on, whatever versus whatever. So a lot of the how-tos, you can utilize the ChatGPTs or the AIs and then doctor it up a little bit and make it yours, run it through Grammarly, that kind of stuff. So there's a lot to it. Anyway, I'm going to try and wrap this up because I'm talking too long. So that is where I'm at. Of course, I still have my full-time real estate job that I do, commercial real estate every day. And I just fill in the cracks of my boredom with this. So it keeps me busy, and it's kind of fun. It's, I'm an old fool. I'm 56 years old, and I love learning. So this is something that I've really embraced and have started building, and it will make its iterations over time. And hopefully one day it will start producing income like so many others, like the guy I followed his course. That guy makes $100,000 a month. I know it sounds unbelievable, but it's true. But he's been doing it for 4 years, and I haven't even been doing it 1. So if it starts making money after a year, I'll keep building it, and I'll use the money it makes to build it on top of that. And then at some point, at maybe 2 years, it's going to be at that point where, okay, now I can really start, reaping the benefits of it, but maintaining it, and live on a beach somewhere. God, no, I don't know. Anyway, that's my update. Hope you enjoyed. I'll give you another one once we start making money and show you what's going on. Thanks for watching.